Hello there, part-timers. Once again, welcome to the collection room. Today we are taking a look at some more Hardcase comics. These are from Malibu, issues 9, 10, 11, and 12. Some of the better of the series. The whole series is great. Hardcase is, I'm going to say, definitely my favorite Malibu Ultraverse title. And we've already broke into Aladdin at this point. He's visiting his in a coma girlfriend. He's still shooting movies. We're back to a quasi-normal life. The art in this one is not so great. I'm just going to be frank. It's not that great. But here we have Choice. Choice is still hanging around. They are going to be reoccurring partners and friends and teammates for quite some time. Of course, he sees the ghost of his girlfriend in Choice. I thought this guy was disturbing. The dirt guy. Turns out to be some weird naked guy. And yes, it took them 9 issues, but they finally do get it on in the shower. Or I should say they take a shower. Then they get it on. I mean, that's all you see, but still. Then he goes and confesses this to his girlfriend, who's in a coma. It's sad. She's been in a coma for years. But the sad part, the twisted part of that whole scenario is yet to come. And now we get into what I think are some of the best covers and art, inside and out, if I remember right. Is we start to get... No. We're still dealing with the chalky art. Bouncing around to different people at all times. Different artists. I feel like I should apologize for that glare, but I've been told not to apologize for the glare. Alright, I was wrong. Great cover. The guy who does this cover starts doing the interior art. And when it does, it gets really, really good. Head knocker. What a great villain. In this fight, he's getting ready to storm into Aladdin, which is out on a base. And they immediately run into a whole team of people. And it's actually a great fight and a great show. And it's kind of hilarious because Aladdin recruits all of these basically criminals. Yeah, the interior art starts looking fine. And they try to break into this desert place. All the criminals are out there to stop them. And then, once they get beat up a little bit, the criminals just change their mind and just escape. They just escape, and Aladdin's like, oh crap. Our bad guy villains, like, have escaped. Yeah, just some great art in this stuff. I always love the art and the color. The way they take out each of these characters. Oof. Got a book falling down behind it. They're just like B-list villains. But the battle with him is played so well, and it spends the whole issue doing it. It doesn't just discard them. It goes through them one at a time in a very pleasant and fun way, and I love this art. The whole scene of the desert at night, and I think what mainly happens is they beat all these guys, and then they have to wait and let Choice's powers regenerate. before they move on into the facility. And while they do, all the bad guys escape. It's funny. And Choice. And see, you can see in the mirror, she's on ads. She's just an ad agency marketer. It's kind of interesting. I thought Head Knocker was a great villain. Hardwire is a good creepy villain. We don't have a lot of time to develop these villain characters, so the fact that they are as interesting as they are in just a few pages that we get them, and they've been designed, I mean, it's really cool. I really appreciate it. And I gotta admit, this is one series I read a lot of times. I really liked it. This panel, just the way Choice is jumping over him, I just always thought that looked really cool. I always thought Choice was super cute. One of the main, like, if they were gonna make action figures of this, more than just the crappy Galoob ones that they made for the Ultraverse cartoon, I always wanted a Marvel Legends class Choice figure. Yeah, these two just run away. I was like, okay, let's escape. And they end up not even getting into the Aladdin facility. They get turned away at the door. So they hire the Solution to find out who Choice really is. And of course, this scene at the end, maybe a little over dramatic, but they find out that basically Choice, her personality and a lot of her powers were cut away from, well, basically Hardcase's girlfriend, which we saw the last issue, cut out of her brain and put into this woman as she was made into an Ultra. That's where her powers came from, but they were put into limitations with time frames. So that's the connection that Hardcase feels with Choice, is the parts of his girlfriend, his ex, that's in a coma, and now they basically learned she will never wake up from a coma because the parts of her that make her her are in Choice, and it's really messed up and it's really creepy. So it's probably one of the weirder little revelations in Hardcase. There's some more that come later that are pretty big and pretty fantastic. But that's the first one, is this girl that he's been helping the whole time turns out to be made of the chunks of his current girlfriend who is in a coma. And I remember thinking that was pretty sad and pretty cool. But it also makes her name Choice even more ironic, because the more we learn about her, we can see more and more she has no choice at all. Anyway, that is my video. That is the end of this. Stay tuned next time. We'll cover some more Hardcase videos. And until next time, hey part-timers, I'll see you. Bye.